You can do this in Photoshop by first of all selecting yourself the object or shape. You would go to the selection tool and then right click on the selection and make work path. What this will do is this will give you the option for the tolerance level. So you can either set this to a low number of 1, which will focus on the small details and it will plot down a lot more points, or you can increase this number, which will decrease the amount of points it plots. And this is better for more simple shapes like this one, for example. You will notice that sometimes it also makes some small mistakes here and there. For example, right here, you can see this isn't great. It definitely tried, but that's completely fine because the great thing about work paths is that you can always edit them. And you can do this by getting yourself the pen tool. If you simply left click on the line, this will give you a point, an additional one. And you can also hold Control, drag this anywhere on the screen and move it anywhere you want it to be. If you want to subtract this shape or this dot, you would left click. And we can focus on this one by holding Control once again and drag this down to this corner. So to fix this, we can hold Alt or Option key and then left click on this point to automatically stop it from curving and reset it back to default, which is of course a straight line, and just fix up the small little details. But as you can see, it's done a fairly good job on selecting this shape right here. Now, let's say that you wanted to convert this into a vector mask. You would go to Layer, go down to Vector Mask, and set this to Current Layer. And the great thing about this is that you can always re-edit your work path by selecting the vector mask. You would get yourself the pen tool. And in order to edit the work path, you need to hold Control or Command and then left click on the work path. Now, another great thing about this is that you can also edit these points and this will automatically apply the changes live onto this vector mask right here. So as you can see, the changes have automatically been applied onto the mask. Now, another great thing about this is that you also have a bunch more options, such as you can set this back into a normal selection if you wanted to go back. You can also right click and you can define this as a custom shape. We can also do a lot more, such as fill path. So let's say, for example, you wanted to fill in the foreground color, background, color, pattern, history, and so much more. You can just set the color in here, press OK, and this will just fill it in. And of course, you can also set this to a stroke path. You can either set this to a brush, eraser, and so much more. So let's say, for example, you wanted a brush, you would press OK, and this will brush out your shape.